hell? It's just somebody driving a Clodbuster. Let's fix those shocks. Okay, so I did a video not so long ago, a couple of weeks back, maybe a month or two, I don't know, can't remember. Anyway, where I replaced these shocks. But if you saw the video, you remember that it didn't actually do anything other than it, well, in my mind, it looked better. But on that video, there's lots of people commented on different things we could try. So in this video, I'm going to try and do some of them at least, if not all of them. Here's the ones that I'm going to try. So someone suggested 4 on, 4 off trick, which means removing one spring from each corner. So I'm going to try that. The other thing that was suggested by somebody was to try lighter shock oil. So that's one thing. And one thing that I was thinking of trying myself, I don't think anyone suggested this, but drill some holes in the pistons so the pistons move more freer. But I'm still debating whether to do that one. We'll see what the others do, because I don't really want to damage anything. Well, I don't want to do anything that I can't put right anyway. The other thing that somebody mentioned was venting the tyres, because someone said that those tyres are like springs in themselves. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. I haven't got all of the stuff at the moment, so I'm still waiting for it to be delivered. Now, the other thing that I'm going to do, in fact, the postman's just been, and he's got this from UK Monsters, the Clodbuster 12-inch wheelbase kit. So it's some the four-link suspension kit, which I'm going to fit. I'm not going to fit it in this video, but the next video I'll definitely fit that. And it also comes with, well, I had to order this as well, the double stock lower link mounts. So those will be fitted in the next video. But let's get started with the other ones. What I'm going to do each time, I'm going to just do the drop test after each thing, just to see if it makes much of a difference or if it doesn't. But I'm sure some of them will work, if not all of them. Okay, so I'm going to start with the easiest, which I think is the springs. And then I'll move on to the oil, I think. Although I haven't got any springs to replace the old ones. But let's just see what it's like just with the original springs. So at this point, I'd removed all 4 springs, but then I discovered something else was wrong with these shocks. I think there must be something wrong with this one. So it just sort of stays there from this corner here, bounces straight up. There's something wrong with that one. I think I might. I don't know whether I want to take that off yet. I'll take the servo off, I think, if I do. Oh no, I shouldn't have to actually. Let's do it. Well, that's interesting. No oil at all in that one. So I think maybe we need to put some oil in. I suspect that one's the same. This is why you don't buy cheap stuff off AliExpress. Yeah. This one exactly the same. No oil in there, if you can see that. Okay. We just have to do something about it. That one was really tight. It's loosened off now, but it was really tight before. Let's try. I didn't want to do this bit first, but I think I have to do this first. So I bought some 15 weight oil. Probably too soft, but what I've got. So I'm going to use it. Okay, so let's try and get some air out of this. Stuff like water. Oh my goodness. It's hard. Beauty. It's 15 weight. With this spring on. I think these are the wrong. I think I'm going to have to drill through the piston, but I'll do that later. Let's just do one test at a time, I think. I have to put the other springs back on again now. So I managed to fiddle about with them after this, and did get them a lot softer. So I'll show you what the drop test is like with just the lighter oil. So that's with the oil changed. So I'm going to try and do the 4 on, 4 off method now. I'm going to remove one of the springs on each corner. See if that makes a difference. So to take off the springs, I just undid the bolt at the bottom and then removed the little spring holders that held the spring in place. Obviously, you have to lift the spring up and then pull the little spring holders out, and then the spring just slipped off the bottom. Okay, so this is the test for just 4 springs rather than 8 springs. See how it goes. So the next thing I'm going to try is venting the tyres. So on the rims you've got some little holes, which I'll show you in a minute. And apparently if I make them bigger, it should take some of the air out of the tyres when it bounces. So let's see if that works. Right, I've got the tyres off, or the wheels off even. And on the inside, I don't know if you can see that, just there, it's a hole. So I think what I'm going to do is widen that one and maybe put 1 or 2 more in the rim. Now I'm going to do this very carefully because I don't want to break the rims, because I don't want to buy new ones, but I'm going to peel that back and then start drilling away. It's just plastic, so it shouldn't take too much to drill through. So that's part of the problem, how stiff the actual tyres are. There was a comment about soaking them in WD-40. Hey, let me know if you've done that, because again, I don't know whether I want to do that, make them softer, because I don't know whether it will ruin them completely or not. But let me know if you've done it. So if I compare that with another one, it does seem a bit better actually. But I think I'd like to put at least another 2 holes in there. Ow. What was that? I used to fit tyres for a living. The big ones were easier than that. I think it is the tyre walls, isn't it? They're so stiff. So this is the testing for the vented tyres. See how it went. Now I think that went slightly better than the other 2, but technically this is all 3 of the mods together. So I'm going to compare that last test with the test we did, which had the 4 springs and the softer oil in the shocks. And you can see the difference in the side-by-side comparison. Admittedly, it's not a massive difference, but it does work. So it seems to me that the tyre venting is very good, where the other 2 perhaps aren't so important. Maybe that's to do with the unsprung weight distribution, I don't know. But there we have it. So we seem to have improved the suspension a little bit, but not massively. You can actually see it in the following running video. So just watch the running video and you can see that it has improved it somewhat. So if you like the video, subscribe, like, leave a comment, let me know what you do to adjust your shocks on your Clodbuster. And thanks for watching.